Hey everybody, how is everyone doing? It's 11:11. Make a wish. All right, I made my wish. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's talk about the North Node, the South Node in astrology, past lives, and our life purpose in this lifetime. All right, how's everyone doing tonight? What is everyone's North Node in? Do you guys know your North Node? Placement. My North Node is in Capricorn, and my South Node is in Cancer because the North Node and the South Node are always polar opposite of each other. Yes, Sharlita, I just said it's 11:11. Make a wish, okay? Make a wish, you guys. Amen. Hey, Sharlita. Hey, Misky. Let's talk about the North Node, the South Node, and astrology. All right, past lives, and our life purpose in this lifetime. All right, because we do have a purpose. We all have a purpose. Hey, XVXXVX. So you're an Aries North Node. Well, do you guys know your North Node? My North Node is in Capricorn. My North Node is in Capricorn, which means my South Node is, hey Jennifer, which means my South Node is in Cancer. Yes, Siobhan, you made your wish. Yes. Hey, Edwin. That's interesting. I have a friend named Edwin. I just saw him earlier today. A lot of synchronicities going on in this room tonight. This stream started at 11:11. There's someone in here named Edwin. I love it. Let's talk. There's 11 people in the room right now. Exactly, Shalita. Look at this. All right, you guys, do you guys know your North Node? Let's talk about past lives and our life purpose in this lifetime. Did you guys know that the South Node relates to your past life? All right. The South Node is where information about your past life is stored. All right. And especially information about your past karma, your past habits that you bring into this lifetime. All right. So if you have certain habits or certain quirks to you and you're like, I don't know where this is coming from, or if you like have certain memories, this can relate to your past life in your South Node. Capricorn first house. Yes. I'm a noob. I don't know what that is. XVXVX. Okay, so the North Node and the South Node are the nodes of the moon. All right. And that means that there's two basically, polar sides of the moon. All right. And it relates also to the nodes in our birth chart. All right. So the North Node is where our life purpose in this lifetime is stored. All right. And our South Node is where information about our past lifetime is stored, all right? And maybe certain karma that we need to work through in this lifetime, all right, from our past life, all right, or past lives, because I have the belief that we have many past lives, all right? But I also have the belief that the lifetime that we're in right now with our South Node relates to our most recent past life. All right. So I feel like in a past life, I was a female, which is interesting because my South Node is in Cancer, and Cancer is it's associated with the mother, which is female often, do you guys know your North Node? Because if you know your North Node, the South Node is always the polar opposite of that sign, okay? So my North Node's in Capricorn, which means my South Node is automatically in Cancer. So with this lifetime with me, with my North Node being in Capricorn, I'm meant to become self-sufficient, to become independent, all right, to create some type of status or success for myself, okay, to build a career, all right. Hey, everybody. Dude, what does North Node mean? Oh, a lot of you don't know what it means. Well, I just explained it, all right. Siobhan says her North Node is in Leo, 8th house. Ooh, Siobhan, so you are meant to some way come to this lifetime to be creative, which means your South Node is in Aquarius. So you're also meant to be creative, like for yourself. You're meant to do a lot for self in this lifetime. All right. Make sure you guys like the video as you come in. And by the way, I am doing live psychic tarot readings and live astrology birth chart readings. And if we end up oh, that was the wrong link. Dang it. And if we end up Getting more into past lives, I might do past life readings as well. Let me get the link for you guys, though, for if you want to donate via PayPal for a reading or if you want to donate via Super Chat. Sorry about that. That was the wrong link I posted. Oh, it's like, oh, it's over. It might be. Oh my gosh, really? Is it really that serious? Hey, Ty. How is everyone doing tonight? Do you guys know what your North Node is in? Hey, the Big Bad Wolf. What do you guys know your North Node? First of all, do you all know what the North Node is? Because some of you don't know what the North Node is. Let's talk about that. Who knows what the North Node relates to? Let's start there. All right. Siobhan says her South Node conjuncts her Moon and Mars. Oh wow, that's a lot of past life karma, especially with the family too. With the Moon, family, and maybe your love life or your sex life in some way. Misky says her North Node is in Gemini. Interesting, which means your South Node is in Sagittarius. So maybe in the past life you love to travel a lot. Maybe you were a professor, all right, in some way. You could have been almost anything with a Sagittarius South Node, really. But you know, overall, I feel like you're a good teacher. Hey, Medina, Aries North Node. Interesting. Okay, so that means your South Node is in Libra. All right, which means you are meant to learn the lesson of compromise in this lifetime, but you're also meant to be like an initiator, a self-starter. You're meant to go out and get it. You know, Aries are, you know, go-getters. Hey, Natasha. Please, is there something positive coming for Capricorn soon? It depends. How am I doing, Ty? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing much better, actually. Now that we had our conversation during last night's live, I feel rejuvenated in some way. Also, I'm on my regular laptop, so I'm quite happy about that. I don't know if you guys know the difference in quality. Yours is Capricorn North Node. Okay. So we're working through a lot of family karma with our South Node in Cancer, Dina. Natasha, is that the same as the ascending node? Yes, it is. The same as the ascending node, Natasha. How do I find out what my North Node is in? I missed it, sorry. You can go to Cafe Astrology, Astrolabe. There are a lot of birth chart calculators. You just need to know, I believe, the month, day, and year you were born. You might need to know the place and or time as well, though. It depends on what birth chart calculator you choose. Pisces North Node, which means your South Node is in Virgo, so you're meant to learn to go with the flow more in this lifetime, laugh clown. South Node is in Capricorn and North Node in Cancer. Ooh, I think the North Node is going in Cancer soon. Interestingly enough. So you're meant to have a family in this lifetime. You're meant to create a family. You're doing good, Ty. That's good. You're fine. So for those of you, hi, Kulud. You can see the difference in the screen. Okay, good, Siobhan. So let's talk about what the North Node actually is. Your prediction for November is coming true. What do you mean, Ty? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yes, Aries Libra is a hard nodal axis. Very, very hard. Can actually be a bit of a loner. It's good and bad, Ty. Spill the tea. Let us know. While Ty spills the tea, let's talk about the North Node and what the North Node and the South Node actually are, okay? The North Node is where our current life purpose is stored, okay? Like this is our life purpose that we're meant to fulfill. Actually, the North Node works in tangent quite well with the sun and the rising, okay? The South Node is where our karmic baggage and our past habits, maybe our past memories, our past soul groups, you know, are stored. Information about that is stored in our South Node, okay? So if you know your North Node, then automatically your South Node is always going to be the polar opposite zodiac sign of that sign. So if you know your North Node, you don't have to go looking for your South Node. Does that make sense? Hey, Aisha, your sister has North Node in Libra. Ooh, so you're North Node in Aries and she's a North Node in Libra. Interesting. So in a past life, she was very headstrong, but in this life, she may be a bit people pleasing. She may have people pleasing tendencies, and that may actually annoy you about her. XVX, your North Node's in Capricorn. So you're meant to build stability for yourself in this lifetime. You're meant to become possibly an entrepreneur in some fashion, but definitely meant to create a status for yourself separate from your family, an identity separate from your family. Usually, Capricorn North Nodes have a tough time with family. And it definitely relates to, that Cancer South Node karma with family because Cancer is ruled by the moon rules family, the relationship to the family, right? Does that relate to you, XVX? Siobhan says it's hard having the South Node in the second house. Yeah, the second house is our money. And that's karma with our money. How can I not be worried about money and I'm a Capricorn? Exactly. Very, very true. And your South Node is in Aquarius, right? So money can be a bit unpredictable. I'm a Cancer, so will the North Node affect me? Well, yes. When the North Node goes into Cancer, yes, it will. But remember, it's about your life purpose, and if you're a Cancer Sun, then that's actually a good thing, But it also depends on what your nodes are in. You think yours is in Pisces, Aisha. Your North Node, which means your South Node is in Virgo. So if that's the case, you're meant to go with the flow in this lifetime, and I definitely see how that could be, accurate. By the way, I am doing live psychic readings and live astrology readings. So if you guys want a question answered, feel free to send a super chat or a PayPal. Ty says, anyone here having their secret exposed or found out about a secret from someone you know? Anyone has a child who is sick and hurt today? I remember I said yesterday to watch your kids. No, that doesn't resonate with me, but maybe someone else in the room. Did anyone have their secret exposed today, or did someone find out a secret about someone else? Ooh, Jennifer. Ty, it looks like Jennifer. Okay, Misky says, I found out a secret about my friend's now ex, Ty. Oh, wow. See, Ty is always spilling the tea. I love it. I love it. Siobhan says the nodes affect us all in some way. Exactly. The nodes do affect us all in some way. Definitely. What are the nodes in currently? I think it's in Leo and Aquarius, right? Or Aquarius and Leo? Yes, Ty is on it. Hi, Kiera. Ooh, that's some tea, Jennifer. Aisha says she's been learning about Lilith. Yes, we need to do a live on Lilith as well. Lilith is a whole nother beast, literally. All right. Natasha Lamarr, can I get a birth chart reading? Do you mean a live reading or like a personal reading? North Node's in Leo right now. Okay, so with the South Node being in Aquarius, that relates to karma. Relating to friends and groups. So that's interesting. Who has gone through, a lot of issues with, friendships, changes in friendships, especially unpredictable changes. With that South Node currently in Aquarius, because that's karma from past lives. All right. For example, I have my Saturn in Aquarius, so one of the catalysts for changes in my relationship was actually my career, my YouTube channel, right? So it's interesting sometimes how the North Node and the South Nodes can affect you in that way. Siobhan, you had changes in your friendships as well. Yeah, especially because you have all that Aquarius energy. Do you have Uranus in Aquarius specifically? How much for the readings? Okay, so I typically say, let me type it in, $5 to $10 for a reading. However, if you pay more, I go more in depth. And I'll post a link to my PayPal. And of course, you can, pay for super chat. I'm not particular. Keep in mind though that the live birth chart readings are not like, I'm not giving you like a full reading. Like if you want a full reading, you can go to my website, which I'll put on in here too. Because I do full birth chart readings as well, where I read all your placements, including your aspects, your conjunctions, your squares, oppositions, things like that. Your sextiles. Okay, let me catch up to the comments. Just found out my North Node is in Libra. What would my South Node be? Your South Node would be in Aries because the polar opposite zodiac sign of Libra is Aries. Can you help me with the layers of the Earth? What do you mean? Dina says my son had an acute illness. I mentioned it on here in relation to his stomach. Been an ongoing problem. Oh, okay, Ty. Tracy says if North Node is in Leo, what does that mean for someone with a Leo North Node? Okay, well, Leo North Node says that, first of all, you could be possibly meant to be working with children in some way because the sun, which rules Leo, does relate to children and the relationship with children. Can also mean want to have your own children because, often Leo women want children, right? And also Leo men, let's keep it real, all right? Not all of them, all right? Could also want to be in the spotlight. A lot of people wanting to be in the spotlight at this time. And not just in terms of Hollywood, but in terms of YouTube, things like that, the internet in general, right? It's also about creativity, all right? So, you could just be feeling very creative at this time as well, Tracy. Does any of this relate to you with your North Node in Leo and with North Node currently being in Leo? How long has South Node been in Aquarius? I think it's been there for a while. What does Black Moon, Lilith, and Sag mean? We'll have to talk about Black Moon Lilith, all right? Because Black Moon, she's very complex, all right? I fell out with all family and friends. Yes. Who kind of fell out with family and friends this year with the South Node being in Aquarius? All right. Because remember Uranus, which rules Aquarius. Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. So who went through career changes, especially unpredictable career changes? I went through a lot of unpredictable career changes, right? Who went through changes with those types of things? Maybe your friends, your friend group, all right? The group, whatever group that it can also relate to family, or your career. I'm on my sister's email. Just call me Isaiah. Okay, Kiera is Isaiah. Ty, wow, everyone, you will get your secret exposed in November. Oh my gosh, what secret? Some of you will find out about a family dark secret or friend secret. Some of you will caught your lovers cheating on you. Ooh, I don't have a lover. And don't think I have any secrets. Okay, Kiara, I understand you're a boy. I know, right? Ty got me thinking real hard. Okay, Natasha wants a birth chart reading. By the way, Natasha, thank you for the $10 donation. So, Natasha, tell me your placements and tell me what you want to know about your placements. Your North Node's in Scorpio, which means your South Node's in Taurus. So you're meant to learn about spirituality. You're meant to understand yourself on a deep level. Maybe in a past life, you were a bit materialistic and you put a lot of value in things, people outside of yourself and not enough on yourself and your inner self. All right. Gloom's Doom. Okay, I will probably get the full reading later. I'm so lost right now. I need another grounded person to guide me. Yes. Contact me for a personal birth chart reading or a personal psychic tarot reading. Because remember, the live readings are different from the personal readings on my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Okay. You need help with the layers of the earth. What do you mean by that? I think I have a video on that, by the way. Dina says, I've had changes in friendships. One point being surrounded by friends, been abandoned a lot, then leading me to become very cautious and choosy with my friendships, keeps other at arm's length. Exactly. Exactly. That's that South Node in Aquarius. A lot of us are going through change or karma with friendships and groups, and also our life purpose. A lot of us are being called to uh really what's the word? Go after our life purpose, at this time, with the South Node also being in Aquarius. Which is good because with the North Node being in Leo, the Sun, which rules Leo, also relates to life purpose and the connection to our higher self. Yes, to a proven trustworthy. You fell out with your boyfriend's family. A lot of people's true colors coming out too. Had a fight with my friend very recently. Yes, and a lot of these things may happen unexpectedly too. Like, because remember, Uranus rules like unexpected change. Hi, Tawanda. Okay, Ty. There are some of you will face the truth about someone you love or hate. I think some of you have enemies who are jealous of you, but they don't hate you. They are just envy you. I think that's accurate for me. All right. Definitely know a few people who are envious, or at least haters. You know, who in here has haters? Do we all have haters? I think we all have haters in some way. If you don't have haters, then you ain't doing anything. I think XVX, would me having ascendant in Cancer explain why I like so many of them? Yes. Does ascendant only explain physically? No, it can relate to personality as well. Dina, my family and friendship dynamics have changed. I have been detaching from people and situations. Aquarius and Uranus does rule detachment, being detached from people as well. In situations that are bad for me and have felt disconnected to ones I have felt connected to. It's weird. That's South Node in Aquarius. Ty, in November, everyone will have freedom to do everything you want in life, but you find new friends and lovers that you will be happy. I definitely need new friends and new lovers for sure. Definitely. That is accurate, Ty. All right, so Natasha's a Capricorn Sun, a Scorpio. By the way, thank you, Aisha, for your $4.99 donation. If you have a question, ask it. Or if you want me to read your birth chart, give me your placements and let me know what you want to know. And for those of you who are also watching, remember that you can donate via Super Chat for a live psychic tarot reading or a quick astrology birth chart reading. Or you can donate via my PayPal, which the link is in the chat. Okay. So Natasha, who donated $10, is a Capricorn Sun, Scorpio Moon. Wow, Scorpio ascendant, which means you're Scorpio rising, and your Capricorn South Node, which means your North Node is in Cancer, right? You would like to know more about your love life. Are you supposed to have a family? A baby? What's your life purpose? Well, with your North Node in Cancer, you're definitely, your life purpose is to create a family. Your life purpose is to actually possibly be a matriarch. To create a legacy for your family with your Cancer North Node. Because maybe in your past life with your South Node, you were someone who was very hardworking, but more so hardworking for self. Maybe you didn't have the closest relationship or closest connection to your family. So in this life, you really, really want that closeness and connection to your family. Now, you also have Scorpio rising and a Scorpio moon. The Scorpio moon, the moon sign relates to our family, all right, and children, and specifically the relationship to the mother. So with your Scorpio moon, the relationship with your mother may have actually been a bit chaotic. There may have been themes of betrayal or abandonment, possibly violence in some way, or abuse. Abuse comes in many forms. It can be mental, emotional. But with that Scorpio moon, usually it's about, with Scorpio, learning to be your own kind of backbone. You know how sometimes they say the mother is the backbone of the family, the backbone of the child? With Scorpio moon, you have to learn to be your own backbone, you know? But with that, you know, you also learn to be a strong person, then, you know, therefore you learn to be a strong mother yourself, right? You have Scorpio rising, all right? So you value deep connections with people, all right? People see you as very trustworthy for the most part, all right? Because remember, the rising sign, aka the first house, aka the ascendant sign, remember they all mean the same thing, the rising, the ascendant, and the first house. It's how people see us. It's the image that we project out into the world. Okay. So you value intensity, especially with your Scorpio moon. Now, the thing with all that Scorpio energy is that it can scare people off. Unfortunately, I have Venus in Scorpio. I totally understand. Scorpio energy can just be very, very intense. It likes intenseness. It likes closeness. All right. Um, in your Capricorn sun. So it's interesting because you have your North Node and your Sun, which the North Node and the Sun often work tangent, you know, together with one another, are actually in opposition, which is interesting. Because your Capricorn Sun, you're a hard worker. You kind of have once again those tendencies of, from your past life of working for self, you know, being a hard worker, but um, uh, being a little bit too self-reliant, being a little bit too independent. Whereas sometimes you need to give in a bit more to that Cancer North Node, which is your desire to want a family, to build a family, to have, you know, a husband, you know, and to have people around you to love and care for you and to love and care for, you know, to nurture. So, in a nutshell, yes, you're meant to have love. All right. How old are you, Natasha? You know, that also kind of plays a factor. But you know, part of your life purpose as well is to, with your Cancer North Node and your Capricorn Sun, is to have balance between your work life and your home, family life, and your love life. Aisha, I was reading. Do you feel good about that, Natasha? Natasha or Aisha, I was reading this. Is the month to keep to yourself, the month of self care. Yes, you're a cool YouTuber. I'd watch you for a whole year. Thank you, Isaiah. I think I got rid of all the haters. I hope I did too. I think I did. Everyone has a hater, exactly, Ty. Tawanda, all of us probably got some troll ass hater. Exactly. For now, right, Siobhan? Because you know they're always lurking around the corner somewhere, right? A hater. Gooms Doom says he has people, or he or she has people that hate them for trying too hard. Are you a Virgo? Envy and jealous is real. Exactly, Natasha. And Siobhan says, I'm accepting applications for new haters coming soon, though. Yes. Shirlita, I would love me some new friends. Me too. And with the North Node going in Cancer, I believe, there will be a lot of focus on friendships, specifically creating families. Now, the interesting thing with Cancer is, for me, we all have different types of families. We have, you know, our family, our work family, the family that we create, you know, like we all have different families. So, you know, friends can definitely be family, right? But with Cancer in the North Node, you're very selective, very, very selective of those actual friends. Ty, even a crackhead has a hater, especially a small baby has a hater. People hate because they hate themselves. Very true. Especially babies. That's very, very true. Dina, I didn't think I had haters until you did that reading about my best friend. Do you remember, Lamarr? You said you felt she was envious. I've definitely been cautious since finding that out. Yes, on live, right? Okay, so Aisha's question is related to current career in business. What's insight on your current corporate job? You feel like it's been hard to build real relationships? You can't stand fakeness, political drama. I owe Ty a big thank you. Yes. With personal business, it's been hard building it with this Aries that has poor communication skills. Should I build on my own or stick it out? Hey, Francesca's World. I'm going to answer Aisha's question in a second. I just want to get caught up on the comments really quickly. Ty Williams. Anyone has a Libra lover or Libra family members and friends dealing with issues like lying and being conflicted about something like guilt? I think this Libra person is a walking, ticking time bomb. You might be. I have a Libra person that I haven't talked to in a while. He's actually Libra Sun, Pisces Moon, and we kind of fought, Ty, and I haven't talked to him in like a month. I'm wondering if that could be him. I've been thinking of reaching out to him, but I feel like it's not justified, to be honest. That could be my petty Libra moon, all right? I feel like Aquarius in 7th house is a struggle. That is a struggle. Very much a struggle. A little. Not an impossible struggle. I do feel good about it. You're really good. Thank you, Natasha, and you're so welcome. Eric, hey Eric, I just found out my North Node is in Sagittarius. Well, if your North Node in Sagittarius, that means your South Node is in Gemini. All right. And with your South Node in Gemini, you could have been an orator. You could have been a writer in a past life. You could have been someone who utilized a lot of your ideas. Or utilize your brain very, very much, but you may have been restricted or confined to a certain space. So in this lifetime, you really want to break out, and you may have a lot of ideas you want to implement, but they may be kind of all over the place. But at the same time, it's possible for you to channel all those ideas through one medium. Now, let's get into Aisha's question. Which is, where did Aisha's question go? Oh, related to current career. Why is the screen so dark? All right, so Aisha's question is related to her current career and her business. What's insight on your current corporate job? Should you stick it out or go out on your own? Should Aisha stick out her current corporate job, or should Aisha just break out on her own? Should Aisha just stick with her current corporate job, or should Aisha break out on her own? Should Aisha stick with her current corporate job, or should Aisha break out on her own? By the way, for those of you who are in the room, if you want a reading, you can donate to the Super Chat, or you can donate to the PayPal. Ty, there's a Libra, you guys, that has emotional issues lately within themselves. I feel like they have a mental breakdown or a huge freak out about something that affects them, like PTSD symptoms. I feel like you could be talking about this Libra guy but I don't know. You could be also talking about someone else. He does have quite a few breakdowns. All right, Aisha. Should Aisha stick with her corporate job? Should she stick it through? This guy lives in New York. Ty. He's my age, and he is Latino, but like very light-skinned Latino with long hair. Should Aisha stick with her corporate job, or should she go out on her own? Let's see what the cards say. We get the Death card in the past, so you may have been wanting a transformation of some sort. Also, this Scorpio energy could be affecting you and could be affecting your current wanting to, either make a move towards being out on your own or, trying to figure out, should I stick with this? Could be Scorpio energy. Do you fight often with people at your job? Are there a lot of like? I know you said there's a lot of politics and drama. Are there a lot of like fighting? Issues between people? Siobhan, here you go with the Spanish booze, Lamarr. I know, right, Siobhan? I know. Y'all know I'm a mess for the Spanish boys. Aisha, are there a lot of like fighting? And also, are you also arguing or in like issues with employees as well at your current corporate job? Because I just feel a lot of jealousy, to be honest. Oh, Aisha says no, I'm low-key. Okay, good. Here we have the Three of Cups. And the Lovers. Aisha, is there someone you're interested in? I know, Siobhan, I'm a mess. Is there someone you're interested in on the job, Aisha, or is there someone that you were talking to on the job in a romantic way? Aisha, just people around me that have too much energy that's draining, and I feel like they could be haters. I do feel like they are haters, for sure. Now, were you dating someone as well on the job? Because I feel dating energy. I feel like there just may be too much distractions at the corporate job, to be honest. Not saying that you should quit, or I'm just saying. But there is something about romance and love on the job. No? Okay. Here we have the Two of Coins. I would say maybe right now is not the time to make a move towards going out on your own, but I feel like you should start slowly bowing out, slowly start making moves to bow out of the corporate job, so that by the time you fully decide to leave, you have like a good foundation to stand on once you decide to leave. So I would say it would be better energy around you leaving in, to be honest, next year, but like in the very beginning of next year. I would say like January, February seems better. Does that resonate? Because I just feel like you may need a bit of time to figure things out before you fully make that leap. But I think, yes, you should, kind of, work towards going out on your own. Does that resonate? Ty says, anyone who is a Libra needs to learn that you can't please everyone but yourself. Libra is people. Don't stress out about your inner truth about yourself. You must face your issues about rejection. True. I'm a Libra moon, so, I mean, girl, it's too much, and it's because I have a great relationship with my boss and people peep at. Okay, maybe that's why I keep seeing like romance, flirting energy between you and a person of power, especially because it's like the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who like controls the money in some way, or controls money, all right? So yeah, people are jealous. I also, interestingly enough, feel like people are jealous of your looks. I don't know why I get that energy too. So I don't know what industry you work in. What industry do you work in? Maybe it's an industry where looks matter. I don't know. Shalita, I left my job trying to start a business. Still, my coworkers drained me as well. I could take it. I worked there for 10 years. Yeah, sometimes it's best to work on your own, especially, remember, like South Node is an Aquarius. So Aquarius is like not having always the unconventional life or the conventional life. I mean, not always having the conventional life, the conventional job. You know, sometimes the 9 to 5 job doesn't work well with Aquarius energy. And a lot of us may be realizing that at this time. You know, it may feel unnatural, especially if our karma is to not be in a 9 to 5 job, to not be in a corporate, kind of situation. Oh, you work in insurance, Aisha. Interesting. Dina, that's the chakra that's at the top of your abdomen. Sometimes when people feel anxiety, they have issues in their gut and solar plexus area. When I get anxious, sometimes I get butterflies. You give me butterflies. Libra are extremely sensitive people who need love and support. They had abandonment issues with their loved ones. I feel like Libra people has a mental breakdown when someone is leaving them for good. I feel like I need to reach out to you're making me want to reach out to my friend. I don't know if he would actually talk to me though. He'd probably still talk to me. What do you pick up on that, Ty? Aisha says, I'm so low-key, make my money and dip. Yes. That's how I am on YouTube. I don't have time for the drama. I just do my job and I leave. Shalita Scott, that's from being a 7. You got to protect your energy. People can pick up a vibe that they can come to you and it can become too much. Exactly. Lamarr, please reach out to him. He's really nice to you. He is really nice to me. And we kind of fell out over something really dumb. So I'm going to reach out to him. Thank you. See, Ty, this is why I love when Ty comes into the room. She always, transforms us, in some way. She always gets us thinking. Exactly, Siobhan. Ty got everybody scratching their head, right? It's interesting because I've been wondering why I've been thinking about him, often, lately. I'm like, oh, I wonder how he's doing. But, my Capricorn Libra moon likes to hold grudges sometimes. So, but it's not that big of a deal. Where do you guys get your protective bracelets? You can go to a botanica near you. Or one thing I like to type is metaphysical shop near me, metaphysical store near me on Google. Any advice for us life path 3s? I don't know anything about life paths. It's one thing I also want to get into is life paths and numerology and a lot of other stuff too, actually. Isaiah, you're 11 years old. You type really well for an 11-year-old. Shalita, Siobhan, thanks. I just started taking crystal and gemstones to work just to protect myself from the vampires. Yes, crystals and gemstones are really, really good. Hey, KJ. Ty, please just talk to him. He needs your help right now. He's going through something that is bothering him. Okay, I think I'm going to reach out to him on Facebook. I think I'm going to... Should I message him now? My phone's right here. Or should I wait? Hey, KJ, how are you guys? By the way, for those of you who are joining, remember I am doing live psychic tarot readings. I'm doing live astrology birth chart quick overview readings. As well. All right. So if you want a reading, remember you can donate via Super Chat or you can donate via PayPal, which the link is in the chat. I want to say description box like I'm doing like a regular video. I'm still in regular video mode. I'm not totally in live stream mode yet. I'll reach out to him yet now. Okay, I will. Do you guys tell me if you guys noticed this? Do you guys have Facebook? Who has Facebook in here? Who has Facebook and who likes to creep? a little bit because I have Venus in Scorpio. I'm gonna keep it real. Bethany has Facebook. XVX says no. Isaiah says no. Bethany says yes. Okay, so who else has Facebook? Just me and Bethany? KJ says she has Facebook. Natasha says no. I creep from time to time. Okay, so do you guys ever look through your own friends list sometimes? For whatever reason? We all have our reasons. And do you guys ever pay attention to who's at the top of your friends list? Because I always have a feeling that the people who are at the very top of our friends list are the people who visit our pages the most. KJ says, I be looking through mine and everybody's friends list. Yes, you are my people, seriously. You are my people. Pay attention to who's at the very top of your friends lists. Because I have a feeling that those people are the people who creep on your page the most. I'd be like, why are they on the top? Must be watching my page. Exactly, KJ. That's what I'm saying. I say that to say, Ty, that he's been at the top of my page for a minute. So I'm like, this dude must really be like, no wonder he's coming into my energy. So I'm about to message him now. See, Ty is transforming us in here. Thank you to Wanda, by the way, for the $10 donation. I will give you your birth chart overview, quick overview in just a second. And I'm actually going to apologize for acting, really catty too. Okay, so I messaged him. XVX says, if I creep, it's only to asses where people stand. Oh, okay. I'm paranoid. I'd like to be prepared just in case. Speaking of Facebook, actually. Okay, so Ty says Amazonite helps with emotional issues. Energy healing and chakra balancing. Amazonite can help with healing traumas, healing stress, and help create a soothing environment at home and at work. Good to know. I need to get some Amazonite because my work environment is my home. Yes, Bethany, check your Facebook pages and see who's at the top of y'all's pages because those are the ones who creep the most on your page. Yes, Aisha. Tawanda says, I have a lot of followers that I didn't know about. I was like, damn, people just follow me. Exactly. Yes, Siobhan, this is juicy. I have Facebook, but I don't use it. Facebook is messy and drama magnet. It is. I don't post that much. And if I do, I just post memes or good things. He want to talk to you. Yeah, I have that feeling. I messaged him. So I know he's going to message me back. I know he is. We have a good rapport with one another. Friends fight sometimes, It's South Node and Aquarius right now. It is what it is. And North Node and Leo. So let me answer Tawanda's question, which she wants a quick birth chart overview reading. XBX, what did you guys fight about? I don't really remember. I feel like there wasn't really like a basis to the fight. I think it was just we were both changing and we didn't know how to express that, I think. So we just kind of expressed it the best way we knew how at the time. But now I've learned better ways to deal with my anger and my frustration. So, was he a love interest? Kind of. Kind of. He kind of is. He kind of isn't. It's weird. Like, I think we like each other, but he's one of those guys that is trying to figure himself out. Eric says the tea is hot tonight. Yes, the tea is hot. XVX says I can sense you like him. I kind of do. And yes, he is Hispanic. XVX is catching all my tea right now. Yes, XVX. What guy's name? Isaiah. Ty says Amber Stone helps to balance the emotions, clear the mind, and release negative energy. It eases stress by helping clear phobias and fears. The stone is helpful with addictions and depression. I feel like I heard Amber is also good for money. Is that true? Siobhan says social media is a magnet for energy vampires. So true. That's why I try to only use social media for business. Like, I don't even really have personal pages like that. Actually, I have a personal Facebook page, but it's like, I don't really take it that seriously. It's just for fun. Oh, you're Cuban? Yeah, I have a thing for Hispanic and Latino guys. I don't know why. I really don't. Emotionally immature. Yes, I think we both were emotionally immature. My name's Lamarr, Isaiah. Lamarr Townsend. Is he emotionally immature? A little bit, but it's interesting because he's a Pisces moon. So, and we both met at college. His sun sign is Libra. Okay, I have to answer Tawanda's question. I'm just talking. Let's answer Tawanda's question. So Tawanda's a Cancer, Gemini moon, and Venus. Gemini moon and Venus. Okay, Aquarius rising. It's a lot of air. Mars in Taurus, South Node in Pisces, and North Node in Virgo. Ooh, how does that play into your love life? Well. So your Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, and Venus rising. So first of all, with your Gemini Moon, you are someone who needs constant stimulation, but not like stimulation in that way, like mental stimulation. Stimulation in terms of excitement, fun. You hate boring people. You hate boring relationships. You know, you like relationships that you can learn, you can grow, you can also teach, right? And express yourself openly. Even more important, since you also have Venus in Gemini, all right? Now with your Venus in Gemini and your Moon in Gemini, this tells me that in a way you may have been more close to your aunts and uncles, maybe than your actual mother, or more close to your aunt than your mother, something like that, because the Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, relates to the relationship to the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, you know, the siblings as well. But the moon relates to the relationship with the mother and the family overall, right? In that same realm, all right, that also says that, you know, whatever relationships you saw with your aunts, your uncles, or whatsoever have you, may have affected you in some way. Where is Tawanda? But moving forward, keeping in mind as well that Mercury also rules our childhood years, our formative years, meaning, you know, our young years up into high school, or, you know, our college years. All right, you may need to heal a lot of that pain relating to love from those years as well. Now you also have Aquarius rising, which shows me you work really, really well in groups, but sometimes one-on-one relationships can be a bit difficult, because in groups you are able to give of yourself enough that you don't have to expose too much of yourself. But when it comes to one-on-one relationships, Aquarius struggle with that kind of vulnerable aspect, that kind of emotional, especially vulnerable aspect. All right. So you have this thing sometimes, Twanda, where you don't like people to get too close, especially with your Cancer sun. All right. So that can be difficult when it comes to actually forming relationships in love. Not impossible though, because you have your Mars and Taurus and your yeah, you have your Mars and Taurus. So well, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay, so Mars rules how we express ourselves. It rules also our sense of self-assertiveness. Okay, it rules how we express our raw energy, how we express our sexuality, what we tend to be attracted to sexually. So with your Taurus energy, you are attracted obviously to men or women, depending on what you like, who are very dominant, are very aggressive somewhat, but also have a side to them that's very tender and warm. Because remember, Taurus is ruled by Venus, all right? So Venus is all about warmth, love, harmony, friendship, passion. When it's in Taurus, it's about the five senses, especially. So, taste, touch, smell, hear, all those types of things. Your Mars in Taurus also says that you put a lot of value sometimes in things outside of yourself and maybe not enough value within yourself, your own capabilities, your own kind of things that make you who you are. Now, with your South Node in Pisces and your North Node in Virgo, um, in your past life, you may have been a bit too codependent. All right, you may have been a bit too loose. All right, for better lack of words. In this life, with your North Node in Virgo, you're meant to learn structure. You're meant to learn, some type of routine. You're meant to um, also learn boundaries as well when it comes to relationships overall. All right. And you're also meant to learn independence in love. All right. All this being said, um, with your Cancer sun and your Virgo North Node and your rising sign in Aquarius, this makes a very complex and interesting mix in terms of initial attraction. Like people may not totally understand what they're getting until they get closer. They, conversate with you. They kind of really figure out what's in your mind. What are you all about? Which can be difficult for you because it takes a while for you to actually allow people in. So balance is key, and really understanding yourself is key as well, Tawanda. I think. How old are you, Tawanda? Are you young? Oh, hey, Q. Loose, yes. But that was in a past life. In this life, we are no longer loose, Tawanda. Right? You've been told they can't. You're 39. Okay. Well, you're still young. Tawanda says, I was very close to one of her sisters and grandma who were both cancers. Interesting. What's funny is my Mercury's in Cancer. See? Hey, Q. Thought that was my candle. Me and Lamarr going salsa dancing. Yes, tequila shots. Yes, yes. I'm gonna have a fly outfit, right? Special for the occasion. Fly makeup. All right, because I like to be extra with my Libra moon. I like to make an entrance, honey. Kuz no ha. Kuz. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kuz uno ha. Kuz uno ha. All right. Lamarr, what indicates that someone is from your past life? Like things you find in Synastry chart or something, and you'd be like, that's a past life person. Well, the South Node relates to past life, so do you know what your North Node is in? Shalita, it's amazing. YouTube inspired me. Learned the money was good to 100,000 a year. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of money in farming. You use so much big words. I love it. Yes, I am a well-educated Black man. I will admit that. And I'm proud of that. Ty Williams. Aquamarine is a protector of all who travel by or near water, used in meditation and revelation. This stone is known to make hidden messages clear. Ooh, I need to get some aquamarine too. Genital stimulation. What do you mean? By the way, for those of you who are in here, I am also doing live super chat readings or live PayPal readings. So you can send a PayPal, which the link is in the chat, or you can send a super chat. Aquamarine is most powerful when the moon is in its waxing phase. This soothing and cleansing stone is a powerful tool for exploring the deepest parts of our soul. Interesting. North Node in Virgo means you got to be a good girl. No bad deeds in this life or you can be exposed. Exactly. Exactly. Lamarr, I don't understand, but I still watch you. You're a really smart guy. Sometimes I use things from you. You're so great. Thank you. Ty says, Libra is going to discover their true self. They will break down, but they will overcome their truth. It's best to give them a better understanding about themselves as their real self. Libra, respect, honesty. Interesting. You're making me think because my moon's in Libra. So I'm like, what's going to happen with me? I think I have some iolite, KJ. Okay, so KJ says iolite is an excellent crystal for shamanic journeying, increasing the vividness of detail of inner visions. Ooh. Who felt like they were a shaman in a past life? I kind of feel like I was in one of my past lives because I believe we have many past lives. Also, wearing iolite, KJ says, helps awaken and sustain one's psychic gifts. Ooh. Making it the perfect stone for astrologers, tarot readers, mediums, and other intuitives. Interesting. Towanda, shaman people seem to think I'm wholesome, but the rebel in me don't care. Yes. You have two sides to you, the angel and the devil, if that's what we want to call it. All right. I don't want to call it the devil, but I couldn't think of a better name. The angel and the rebel. I think I like that better. No looseness, exactly. Hey, Ade. Did I pronounce your name correctly this time? Black tourmaline. This is not actually black tourmaline. This is obsidian. I was going to say, I think I have black tourmaline. It's considered the ultimate protector stone. It helps shield you from negative energies or psychic attacks. It also helps relieve stress and anxiety as well as improve confidence. I find any black stone to be amazing. Any black crystal or stone you can find tends to be very protective, depending on what specific stone it is. Hey, did you just start Love Purple? I started an hour ago. Yes, go off education. Yes, Q. Isaiah, you're a Capricorn, so you're meant to become something. You're meant to, focus on your status, focus on your career, focus on figuring out what your career is, all right? Self-improvement is a big thing with Capricorn. So you're always, even though you say you're 11 years old, you're always improving. You're always wanting to become better. You're always wanting to become smarter, stronger in some way. So even at 11 years old. Capricorns are the types of people who age backwards. So it's interesting. If you are actually 11 years old and you're Capricorn, therefore, I'm actually not surprised. Like, that makes sense. If you're 11 years old and a Capricorn, I'm like, okay, I get it now. Capricorns are just those kind of people. Like, as a kid, I think I was definitely on the internet as well. But I mean, that was way back in the day. Like 2001, 2000. You're welcome, Tawanda. Yeah, I'm delayed on the comments. Sorry. What reading? Being a soldier. Interesting, Sean. I can see that. I can see you being a soldier in a past life. We are talking about North Node and South Nodes. What is your North Node in, Love Purple? 2001, I was graduating from college. Yes. 2001, I think I was like 10, maybe 9 or 10. I was 10 because I was born in 1991. So I was like 9 or 10. 2001 was such a weird year. It was a really good year, but it was a really, really weird year. So Caps become more childlike when they get older. They do. I only had one past life dream of being a woman. Most times I've been a man. I feel like I can agree with that. I don't know why. I feel like in a lot of past lives I was a woman. In 2001, I was in AIM chat rooms. Me too, exactly. But with like my friends, not with like strangers on the internet. Although I guess at this point, I'm not a total stranger to all of you on the internet, at least. Exactly. The towers fell in 2001. A lot of issues with planes. Most of us have problem getting jobs. Right. Yeah, 2001 was just a weird year. I had a past life dream. I was a white woman with a rich husband. I was unhappy, crying. I was beautiful though, but unhappy. Mm. What past lives have I had visions into? I get visions sometimes of past lives in Egypt. And I don't know why I feel like always kind of see myself on a throne. I do feel like in the past life or past lives I did magic, um, or was some type of sorcerer. All right, or maybe I was an astrologer. I don't know. I also see myself in like a castle too, but I kind of see myself when I'm in this castle as like playing a secondary role to someone else. A Hamsa hand symbol, this all-seeing eye amulet offers you protection from evil powers and curses. Yes, I have an Hamsa hand symbol on right now, actually. You were in Europe somewhere. Yes. Interesting, Lamarr. I can see that. Yes. Right? I also, like, I don't know. I really, like, I have kind of, like, vivid imagery of Egypt. I feel like I had a past life in Egypt. I may have had more than one past life in Egypt actually. Because I resonate heavily with cats. And I know Egyptians worship cats. Not that that's like, oh, okay, you had a past life in Egypt. Like, it's just like, I like cats because there's something about them where they're very smart, very intuitive. You know, they have a lot of psychic energy. If you want to know what's going on, pay attention to a cat. You know, a cat will let you know when someone's intruding, when there's a bug in the apartment, when there's a rodent. Cats are really smart. They catch on to things really quickly. And energy, they go by energy, you know? I'm partial to Europe. Yes, I want to visit Europe. I feel like I would fit in Europe as well. I love cats. They're so regal. They are. I'm late to the party as usual. Cats are very intuitive. I love them. I know. It's interesting because there are people who actually fear cats. Like my aunt fears them, and I'm just like, I don't understand how you could fear a cat. Although at one point I kind of feared them too, because cats have something about them where they go by energy. They don't go by like they can see right through your soul. Exactly. Like you could be the biggest, most hardcore person in the world, you know, but like you get in the presence of a cat, and that cat is like, you know, what's your deal? I want a black cat with green eyes. Yes. I got a past life reading from a woman before. This is my 5 lives, she told me. The oldest one dates back to 1700s, and some of huge animal ate me alive. Ooh. That's interesting because I have that. I do feel like that's happened to me before in a past life as well. I also feel like I had a past life in the rainforest or something like that. Isaiah, Lamarr, sometimes you wake up and feel numb and think you're nothing. I have that all the time. No. What do you mean? Lamarr, go to Paris and Venice. Yes, I would. Those are 2 places I would love to go to. Paris and Venice. I want to travel. Cats are very sensitive. You can't just run up and pet them without paying attention. Exactly. A cat has to figure out if they like you first. You know? That's why I got my cat. Exactly. I was a soldier in a past life and stepped on a mine and blew up in war. Oh, wow. Cats are majestic, very intuitive, very. He's an Egyptian Maui descendant from Egypt, too. Oh, you mean the cat? Sandra, hey Lamarr, I love your videos. Thank you, Sandra. By the way, you guys, I am doing live readings, so if you guys want a live reading, be sure to send a super chat or a PayPal. The link for the PayPal is in the chat box. You did research on cat astrology. What did you find out? I didn't know there was a cat astrology. That's interesting. Yes, Dina, live your dreams. Cancer cats are good for those who need love. You mean cats born in the sun sign of Cancer? Lamarr, how bad can it be for a Libra stuck between 2 Scorpios and a Capricorn? How to keep the situation cool, how to confront a Libra? Well, Libras straddle the fence, which is going to be frustrating for Scorpio and Capricorn, so... honey. Do you watch Tyler's Tarot? I love him. I do watch Tyler's Tarot. I have not watched him in a while, though. But I do love him. I think he's hilarious. And yeah. I also love Kelly Lunt as well. But yeah, I'm subscribed. I think me and Tyler are subscribed to each other. And I think me and Kelly are also subscribed to each other as well. That's the thing with me, is that I'm actually, like, I don't have any beef with any of the other tarot readers, astrologers. Like, I actually show love to a lot of them. Right, like, you like Tyler, Tawanda? I like Tyler. And to be honest, a lot of times he's accurate. Like, I do watch his readings sometimes when I want the hard, cold truth. So Ty says, has put hops flowers underneath your pillow. It gives you good dreams and wishes come true. Interesting. Scorpio cats hide and like to watch people. Ooh. Cancer cats are good for those who need love. Taurus cats can be fat. Interesting. Beefing in the spirit world is just nuts. I know, right? I agree. I think there's room for all of us, to be honest. Yeah, they're good. Exactly. Tyler talks so fast. He does, but I think he's like a Sagittarius. He's an Aries sun. I don't know what the rest of his chart is, to be honest. Hayden Lopez, but I know he has Sagittarius somewhere, right? I actually have not watched him in a while. The interesting thing is I have not been watching a lot of readers lately. I don't know what that is. Another person I really like is True Brilliance. I like True Brilliance. I told you guys I like Leo the King. These are people I've been watching lately. True Brilliance, Leo the King. Who else do I watch? And I know she gets a lot of flack for some reason. And I kind of understand it. She's very opinionated, but I really, really love Amber Khan. Like, I love her. I think she's dope. Ty William. Actually, Libra can be the most childish when it comes to love with their man or woman. Libra view their boyfriend and girlfriend as their parents. Libra can be big baby if they don't have their ways. That's very interesting. I never thought of it that way. Wow. Yeah, his Sag is in his moon or rising. Exactly. People with Sag talk fast. Don't I love Tracy Brown? I do love Tracy. I haven't been watching her lately, though. I, for some reason, haven't really been into like celebrity psychic readings or anything like that. Q said he just paid for a mini birth chart reading. Thank you, Q, for the $8 donation. Go ahead and give me your placements and let me know what you want to know about your birth chart. Yes, thank you, Q, for the donation. I have a feeling that Libra's going to text me late at night because we often talk late at night. Actually, I don't know if he even checks his Facebook often. I think I might also message him on Instagram too. Sorry, I'm having a conversation with myself. I will come back into reality here in just a second. Okay. So Wanda says True Brilliance is a good one. I don't know why people be tripping like they can't go to another channel, right? Okay, so Q sent me his information. What do you want to know about your... Oh, you want a general reading. Okay. Okay. Let's look up Q's birth chart on my phone. And the birth chart calculator that we'll be using is via cafeastrology.com. Cafe Astrology birth chart. Yes, Q, you can watch the playback. Ty says any Libran have issues with their bisexuality, like people around you are trying to put a label on you about your bisexual relationship. There's a woman around you trying to make you look straight. Ty, you're like hitting a lot of the points on the Libra guy I'm dealing with. He like doesn't want to put labels on himself. So let's look at Q's information. He was born on May. He's a May baby. May 12th. May 12th, 1990. And at 10:06 a.m. 10:06. 10:06. Okay, let's make sure all the information is correct. May 12th, 1990 at 10:06 a.m. Okay. So this is Q's birth chart. There was a woman around you, Libra, trying to make you feel guilty about your bisexuality and homosexuality. She's a low-key homophobic and doesn't like gay people. I'm not really, I don't know. Are there any Libra men in here? All right, let's get into Q's birth chart. I'm a Libra moon. So Q is this Taurus sun, a Sagittarius moon, and his rising sign is in Cancer. Interesting. Now let's get into Q's North Node, because we're talking about past lives and life purpose here. So his North Node is in Aquarius. All right. Which means there's a lot of emphasis and focus on groups and friendships in this lifetime. And maybe not as much focus on like personal relationships, one-on-one relationships. Like maybe that can be a little difficult. And you have your South Node in Leo, which means in a past life, you may have been actually very romantic and out there, very creative and self-expressive. You may have been someone who attracted a lot of jealousy. So in this lifetime, you actually may be someone who kind of plays down certain things about yourself in groups to deflect jealousy. Like you may be very sensitive to jealous energy, very sensitive to envious energy, which sometimes the sun attracts, right? You are also, like I was saying, your sun is in Taurus. So with your sun in Taurus and your North Node in Aquarius, you are someone who gets bored very easily with actually your like what you're doing sometimes. Especially if what you're doing isn't stimulating you mentally, isn't giving you the freedom that you want and need with your moon in Sagittarius. Now, it's interesting that your moon is in Sagittarius. Because when it comes to your family, you know, especially the relationship to the mother, you don't like feeling restricted, especially. You like your freedom. All right. But you also can be a mama's boy with your rising sign in Cancer. You have first house in Cancer. So not that there's anything wrong with that, but you can also attract mama's boys as well. With your rising sign in Cancer, you may also attract men who need nurturing in some way. Which actually may be frustrating for you because you need this in areas. So you may attract very sensitive men, you know, but what you really, really need is a very dominant and maybe a little bit aggressive man with your Venus in Aries. So that can be very frustrating for you because it may seem like sometimes what you really want seems further away from what you constantly run into in your life. Um, what are you guys talking about in here? Uh, but like I feel like a lot of times what you may attract to you like is a lot of fast relationships that fizzle out just as quickly as they start. Because you may be attracted to that energy. Remember, you are, North Node in Aquarius, so you like, fun. You like, spontaneity. You like unpredictableness. You don't like feeling too restricted. You don't like, but with your rising sign in Cancer, you may actually like a little bit of predictableness, like when it comes to what you really, really need. You also have fifth house in Scorpio. So when it comes to relationships, and romance, all right, and arts, what you're attracted to artistically, you may be attracted to a little bit of edgy, dark things with that fifth house in Scorpio. In that same realm, you may be also attracted to kind of edgy, dark people as well. All right, because fifth house is romance, creativity, what we are tend to be romantically attracted to. Now, when it comes to that one-on-one like marriage type of potential for you, you have seventh house in Capricorn. So you really, really need that like security, that stable provider type of guy, who in a way will take care of you. May not be the most emotional at times, but definitely will take care of you, definitely will, provide for you in all the ways that you need. By the way, we are doing Q's birth chart reading. Q paid for an $8 birth chart overview reading, general reading. So if you want your own personal reading, live reading, you can pay via PayPal or Super Chat, which I just posted the link in the chat for PayPal. So moving on, you have Pluto and Scorpio Q. So this tells me that, you're always going through some sort of evolution or change or transformation in your life. Sometimes change can feel like death for you. All right. With that being said, you also have your eighth house in Aquarius, so change can be very unpredictable, or evolution, catalysts for change within yourself can come out of nowhere a lot of times. Like sometimes you may find yourself uprooted, when you thought you were in a stable situation. This can also relate to relationships, other people as well. You may outgrow people very quickly. I think he went back to work. That's why he's not replying. But we're gonna wrap this up really soon. Okay. Hey Bree. We're gonna wrap up Q's birth chart reading really soon. You also have Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus in Capricorn. So you are definitely a go-getter. You are a hard worker, but you may be very isolated from people. You may be a bit of a loner. All right. Which is interesting because you can be very social. Glad to catch you while you're still alive. Yes, Bree. It's interesting because you can be very social actually with your moon in Sagittarius. Q. You also have their house in Virgo, so and your Mercury's in Taurus, so you may be very deliberate and practical with your communication. But you don't like time wasters. You may not be prone to small talk all the time. You also have Lilith in Scorpio, so you can sometimes be very vengeful when angry, very vindictive, possibly sometimes with your Lilith and Scorpio. All right, because that is, Lilith and Scorpio and Lilith and Capricorn are two people you do not want to cross. All right. And you have midheaven in Aries, so you are once again a go-getter. You need to just go out and get what you want. Aries are people who often act first and then think later. But I think, with a lot of this earth energy that you have, you are someone who, especially with your Saturn in Capricorn, your Uranus in Capricorn, and your Neptune in Capricorn, you're not necessarily someone who likes to always get up and just go without having a plan of action. So sometimes it's about having a loose plan of action and just kind of going with the flow and, kind of stepping out on faith with your midheaven in Aries and making it work. You also have Saturn in Capricorn. So you definitely will make it work when it comes to your career and, the life you want to live. All right. So it's an interesting mix you have here, Q. And I would love to do a full birth chart reading. You have a lot of aspects in things. You also have Chiron in Cancer. So this can relate to wounds with family, wounds with mother, possibly. not feeling loved enough or not feeling close enough possibly to the mother or something like that. There can be wounds there, or wounds with family, not feeling close with family. So part of your healing is to kind of create your own family in this lifetime. So do you feel, oh, I guess you can't, Q's not here, so he can't answer about whether or not he would feel good, whether or not he feels good about that. But I hope you feel good about that explanation, Q. Okay, that quick overview reading. Towanda, Vance, are Pluto placements based on what generation you're in? Because I noticed Xers have Pluto in Libra and millennials have Pluto in Scorpio. Yeah. So whenever Pluto goes into a new zodiac sign, it's actually part of a new generation. So, you know, Pluto takes a couple years to like a decade to also orbit the sun. So whenever Pluto is in a new, whenever Pluto, because Pluto's currently in Capricorn, so we're in the Pluto and Capricorn generation. So whenever Pluto orbits into a new zodiac sign, which I'm assuming would be Aquarius next, unless it's going retrograde, that's the next generation that we will be in. So the age of Aquarius, right? What is moon sign for a Capricorn, Lamarr? It's moon sign is dependent on the time and place that you were born. Capricorn is going to be inside until 2020. Isaiah. There's going to be a 3-planet stellium in Capricorn in 2020. Ooh, interesting. What age are we in now? Aquarius? We're talking about Pluto. We're in the age of Capricorn, actually. So building businesses, focusing on status. A lot of emphasis on the relationship with the father. Because remember, Saturn rules the relationship to the father as well. Ty, Q, Amir. Q, Ty says, I see you are a funny and real person with ambition and guts. He's very funny and very real. You're not afraid to speak your great intelligence. You're a quick thinker, but can be extremely stubborn with your views. True. How do you feel about that, Q? I guess we'll see the playback. Bree says, okay, you are wrong. Your Pluto's inside. So you're part of the Pluto and Sagittarius generation. All right. So Pluto and Sag generation is all about exploring and being open to different cultures and global. You know, that may have been when things actually started going global. I don't know when Pluto and Sag exactly was. But that's like an emphasis on global, you know, global warming, global things with the world, you know, not just a specific facet of the world. It's the collective, right? By the way, you guys remember I am doing live readings. So if you guys want a live psychic tarot reading or live astrology quick birth chart overview reading, I am doing lives while I'm here. In the meantime, I'm thirsty, so I'm going to go get some water. And you guys can chat amongst yourselves for just a few seconds. Oops. Which house rules sexuality? That is the house of Mars and Pluto. Yes, the 8th house and the 1st house. Which, by the way, I want to do a video about that as well. A live about that. Sexuality, sex. All right. But that will be another day. So who here has recollections about their past lives? Thank you, Siobhan, for your $5 donation. What lessons should I learn from my nodal axis? What is your north node is in what? Again. Let me know what your north node is in. North node in Leo, okay. Let's see. What lessons should Siobhan learn from her nodal axis, her north node in Leo, her south node in Aquarius? Well, you definitely need to bring your north node and south node into balance, Siobhan. Because until you bring your north node and south node into balance, you'll always feel like this dichotomy between am I doing for self or am I doing for others, which is the right way to do it. You know, whereas when you bring them into balance, you'll see that whenever you do for self, you're always doing for others automatically. That's one thing I see. So, south node conjunct moon and Mars, north node in the 8th house. North node in Leo, in the 8th house. You have south node conjunct your moon and Mars. So your south node Aquarius moon and Aquarius Mars. So unconventional in terms of you are attracted to you're attracted to unconventional things separate from your family, and separate from what your family expects you to be. And part of the lesson with that is learning to be okay with that. Learning to be okay that, you know, what I like, other people don't have to like. Other people don't have to totally understand. What lessons does Siobhan need to learn from her nodal axis? Does that resonate? What lessons does Siobhan need to learn from her nodal axis? So true. Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say about this interesting. Patience in the past may have been a big focus, because, you know, Aquarius South Node conjunct your moon and Mars wants things fast, all right, and believes that it can happen fast. You're different from your family. Yes, you're very different. The Tower. So this is about something about not always seeing situations that don't turn out the way you want them as bad, or not seeing rejections or closed doors as bad. Seeing it more so in a way of there's a different or better way to go about getting what you want. All right, or there's just a different and better way. There's just a different and better thing out there for you, a person out there for you. Like sometimes I feel like this is kind of the Tower for you is kind of learn to go with the flow more with life, because life will always be unpredictable, especially when you have your South Node, because this is karma energy, conjunct your moon and Mars. Learning to be more emotional, more emotionally open, more emotionally expressive. All right. I feel like you have a way where you can be very joking when it comes to your emotions, like you kind of laugh things off. All right. But there's something about you needing to be more in tune with your emotions on a deeper level. All right. I've been calming down. Yes. love, focusing on love, believing that love can happen. All right. Also something about not seeing love as separate from your life purpose, or not seeing love as separate from the life you want to live. Like, love is not separate from the life you want to live. Love can also be a part of the life that you want to live, the life that you want to create for yourself. All right. Putting yourself first, which is interesting because Leo is all about putting yourself first, putting your needs first. Once again, you putting yourself first is helping other people automatically. All right. So these cards are just kind of confirming now at this point what I was kind of saying while I was shuffling. Also, money, karma with money. All right. Now I do remember us mentioning something about money and about Aquarius energy. So that's interesting. You also have Venus in Aquarius, right, Siobhan? Seven of Swords. So this is about, feeling mentally sometimes disconnected, also emotionally disconnected from the world around you. Oh, your Venus in Sagittarius. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that makes sense because we get the Queen of Wands. All right. Very, very interesting. So I feel like you're a person who can be very self-assertive in general, but there are certain instances in which you may not be the most self-assertive that you need to learn to be more assertive. You need to learn to speak up more. All right. And I feel like you kind of know what those instances are. And I feel like it relates kind of to childhood. Also can relate to a past life as a child. All right. Could be that South Node conjunction Moon. So I feel like something happened in your childhood in the past life that needs to be healed. And I feel like it deals with abandonment and also abandonment from both parents. You get rejected when you speak your mind. Interesting. So there's a layer of something about, learning to deal with rejection, learning to heal, also learning to understand that rejection is from someone else is simply them rejecting themselves. People treat me like I'm crazy when I express myself. So once again, feeling shut out and disconnected from the people around you and the world around you. That makes sense with the Seven of Swords. You know what the lesson is for you, though? Is to speak your mind and to be yourself and express yourself the way you want to anyway. That's the lesson for you. I don't speak to both of my parents. Exactly. I feel like in a past life, there was something about you being abandoned by both of your parents. Thank you guys for your donations, your super chat donations. Remember, I also take PayPal donations for those of you who don't feel comfortable sending a super chat and you want a reading. Yes, Shirley, glad I got you live. All right, so Aisha sent 2 donations of $4.99, so thank you. Okay, so one is for personal business reading. So let me know your question about your business reading, and then give me your North Node, and I can give you a lesson on that. You're in a Spanish class? Ty says, I see Libras are dealing with bullying in workplace and school. I see they are outcast by their peers, friends, family, coworkers. Interesting. I feel that. Yes. So maybe in a way, Ty, you're reading yourself as well. I'm a Libra moon too, so you're definitely reading me. Do you feel good about that, Siobhan? And thank you to Wanda for the $10 donation. So Tawanda will be after Aisha. David, it's about 10 p.m. in California. It's almost 1 a.m. It'll be 1 a.m. in 4 minutes here in VA. So I am way ahead. Pratita, you can send a donation to my PayPal or to the Super Chat. You're welcome, Siobhan. Okay, so Aisha's question. Welcome. Okay, I have my business that I'm in a partnership with an Aries. I'm having a hard time vibing with him. Should I continue to build with him in the business or not? So should Aisha continue to build in business with the Aries man she's currently dealing with? Should Aisha continue to build in business with the Aries man she's currently dealing with? Should Aisha continue doing business or building her business with the Aries man that she's currently dealing with? Wow, Ty says, well, I think my past life was a witch in Salem who was lynched and burned in mistakes. Wow. Should Aisha continue building business with the Aries man that she's currently dealing with? Prince of Cups here in the past, so I feel like he can be immature in a lot of ways. Does this resonate, Aisha? Final Justice card. So he may not be the best at managing business, or he may not be the best or he may not be the best with managing money. Is this true? He is? Oh, okay. He's also very secretive. Like, he doesn't always tell you what he's doing, what he's thinking. He turns people off due to his communication. Ooh, that's okay. That's why he's secretive. He doesn't always tell you what he's doing. He's not the best communicator. And he's very focused on money, especially if he's married. Is he married? Ty says, I always connect to Wicca and witch-related, like black cats and crows. I like to wear black clothes sometimes. Interesting. Yes, Parhitita, you can send a donation. He's not married. Okay. So are there other females working in the business then? You and maybe two other females or one other female? Yes, for those of you on the chat, you guys can send a donation and I will read you on live. There's something about him being very money hungry. Yes, he's a photographer. I'm a makeup artist, so we work with models collectively. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. There's something about him being very money hungry. And very particular about the people he works with. Do you guys work with celebrities? Some of the girls aren't feeling his vibe, and it's embarrassing. He demands we're speaking with us. Okay, that makes sense as to why I see the woman coming out. Do you guys work with celebrities? Because I get the star. Do you guys work with celebrity female clients specifically? You haven't, but you think some of them have. Okay. Because I feel like he particularly likes working with people who have stature. But he's very, like, for himself in the workplace. Like, I feel like he can be a bit sabotaging in that way. Like, he can sabotage everyone else because he's all for himself a lot of times. So I would say it may be best to cut ties and maybe do it on your own. Because I feel like he can be a bit sabotaging in the back end. Do you feel good about that, Aisha? And now we'll get into your birth chart reading. You have North Node request. Your North Node is in Pisces, Libra, Virgo, Sun. Wait, Pisces, Libra, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Leo, Rising. Would like to know my lessons with North Node in Pisces. Similar reading like she wants. So with your North Node in Pisces, that means your South Node is in Virgo. So in this life, you're meant to learn to become more open-minded, more go with the flow. In your past life, you may have been very restrictive. You may have been almost what's the word? Well, Virgo can relate to being virginal, so it may be virginal in some way, but you may have been very straight edge. You may have been very much a person who stuck by the books, who maybe was very religious, staunchly religious, never gave yourself the freedom to kind of have fun every once in a while, to let loose. In this lifetime, you're meant to let loose a little bit. You're meant to kind of delve more into your creativity aspect, less of the hive mind aspect, and more of getting more in touch with who you are on a deeper soul level. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so that rules our soul growth and our solitude, right? So you're meant to grow on a soul level in this lifetime. Maybe in your past lifetime, you didn't grow that much spiritually. Maybe you were very much restricted to certain knowledge, but, with Pisces, you now have either acquired or access to esoteric knowledge, because Neptune also rules, the connection to the spirit world, right? So you could be attracted to the occult in this lifetime. Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter, so you may be attracted to traveling. All right, you may also be attracted to learning about different cultures and different practices that different cultures have. Like, for example, North Node in Pisces can be the type of person who grew up Christian and ends up becoming like Muslim, or ends up becoming Buddhist or something like that. Like, they find their own thing that works for them, So your lesson, once again, is to find what works for you. Find your true soul's calling by following your birth chart, following your not your birth chart, your soul's calling, following your heart. Do you feel good about that, Aisha? So the lesson for you is to follow your heart, and not necessarily the heart of the people around, the hearts of the people around you, the mind, the influences, the opinions of the people around you. Go with your own gut, your own gut instincts. Okay, so I'm going to read Ty's, because Ty has given me a lot of readings. So let's quickly get into Ty's birth chart. Oh, actually, I need to answer Tawanda's question. So let me answer Tawanda's question before I do Ty's birth chart, because Tawanda paid. Okay, so Tawanda's question is, she wants to know, can she get a reading? She wants to know what messages Spirit has for her. So let's see. So what messages does Spirit have for Tawanda? What messages do Tawanda's spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and protectors have for Tawanda at this time? What messages do Tawanda's spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and protectors have for Tawanda at this time? What messages do Towanda spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and protectors have for Towanda at this time? What messages do Towanda spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and protectors have for Towanda at this time? Siobhan was destined to marry a powerful man in this earth. I feel like he's an extremely wealthy man with power and order. Yes, that's that Emperor. Here we have the King of Coins here in the past position. So do you have an ancestor, a father figure, a grandfather who passed recently within the past few years, Towanda? All right. Oh, a dad. Okay. Because I see a male figure around you, a male ancestor around you, and it feels like this person recently passed because they show up in the past position. You've been overcoming a lot in your life, a lot of obstacles. They've been seeing you through these obstacles, all right? Putting a lot of impressions in your mind, I'm seeing. Could be a lot of focus on your money. They may want you to focus on your money. Are you focusing on your money at this time, or are you trying to make changes with your money at this time? Are you trying to make some sort of money moves? Talk to me. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Money moves. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you need to move forward with whatever moves these are, whatever decisions these are around money, around, making more money, doing something with your money. Because I'm getting a lot of money cards, a lot of focus on money, thoughts about money. Could also be thoughts about moving. Are you thinking about moving? Because I get the Chariot. Are you thinking about moving, Towanda? Yes, need to move. Okay, so I feel like, but there's something that may be holding you back from moving with the Ten of Swords coming out. The Justice card here. Are you married? Are you engaged, Towanda? You're not married or engaged. Are you currently going through a legal situation, or do you work in the government? Sorry for asking all these a little bit intrusive questions, but I'm trying to figure out why the Justice card came out. No. Okay. Well, it could maybe speak of you needing more balance within yourself, possibly, because it does show up above the Ten of Swords. So you may need more balance in your life. You may be working yourself too hard or something like that. You need to go out more, have more fun, have more relaxation time, something like that. Because I also get the two, maybe in reference to your Libra mother, maybe, are both your parents living? Or, is your mother living, I also see you attracting love, romance. Feels like it could be sexually based. It could be like a strong sexual connection. But there's something about it possibly leading to more. But, there's also something about you needing to temper your expectations as well. All right. I feel like it deals with you moving. So I feel like love could be found upon moving. But you really need to make these money moves. You really need to, focus on these changes that you're wanting to make in your life, because you have the ancestors around you, your spirit guides around you to help move you forward, all right, to make the right decisions. You feel good about that, Wanda? Both of your biological parents are living. Oh, okay. Yes, get that money up so you can, move and make, the changes that you want to make. Yes, next year, Siobhan. New move, new boo. Exactly. Okay, good, good. You're welcome. Yes, the North Nodes. I enjoy talking about the North Nodes. Yes, money moves, y'all. Well, while I'm still here, remember I am doing readings. I don't know how much longer I will be here. I am getting tired. It's been a long day. And I haven't been getting much sleep lately. Don't know why. Yes, you love these readings. Thank you, Siobhan. Are you doing reading chart on me? Oh, right, Ty. Sorry. Oh, you deleted your information. Send the information again. Yeah, it is late, but I'm always up this late, and I had coffee earlier, so I don't know why I'm sleepy all of a sudden. But I'm a little tired. Ty, send your information again, and I'll look it up. Yeah, I know. I'm always up this late. I don't know why. Yeah, I think my body does want rest. But I have all these things I need to do. In my mind, at least. All right, let's see. All right, so we're going to look up Ty's birth chart really quickly. Via Cafe Astrology. Oh, it's 2:58 a.m. Okay, let's do Cafe Astrology birth chart. A Capricorn's mind never rests. Never, ever. My mind never rests, ever. Do you have a strong Mercury placement in your chart? I have Mercury in Sagittarius, which is actually said to be in detriment. Or it's in opposition because they're polar opposites. Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, and Sag, which is ruled by Jupiter. So Ty was born March 20. 18, at 2:58 a.m. Okay. 2:58 a.m. in the Bronx. Let's make sure it's all correct. March 26th, 2:58 a.m. Okay, let's press OK. And this is Ty's birth chart. So Ty, you are a North Node in Taurus, and your South Node is in Scorpio, which means in a past life you may have been a very powerful sorcerer. You definitely may have been attracted to the dark side, dark aspects of life. All right. You were really good at reading people. So you definitely may have been a witch in a past life. All right. You know, that can definitely relate to your Scorpio South Node. But you're also part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation as well. Now, with your North Node in Taurus, what you're meant to understand in this life is the ethereal, not the ethereal, but the earthly based realm. You have a really good understanding of the spirit world. You have a really good understanding of the human subconscious on a deep level. All right. But now you're here to understand money, to understand love, and what the purpose of money and love is, and what the purpose of relationships are, you know, especially with your moon in Libra. All right. Now you have Lilith in Gemini, which means that you may not always be the most consistent. Like consistency can sometimes be an issue for you. And you may easily get frustrated with people, with certain traits in people that you don't realize that you have within yourself, actually. With your Lilith and Gemini, you also may get easily frustrated or have chaotic relationships with your siblings, with your cousins, with your aunts or uncles. Damn, I was right about me being a witch in the past life. Exactly, yes. Now your midheaven is in Scorpio, so that can relate to your current life, your current career, because the midheaven, remember, is, you know, it's ruled by Saturn, so it relates to our career. You have Saturn in Sagittarius, so this definitely relates to, you know, the career that you currently are doing, you know, which is, you know, readings, which is astrology, which is, you know, witchery types of things, right? You know, whatever it is that you do, it's all about helping people, you know, and the end all be all. You are someone who loves to help, all right? Especially with your Mars in Sagittarius, you're a helper and you're a selfless helper. Sometimes you help without thinking, which can be a good or bad thing. Because sometimes with that you move really fast, so you may give information and not, you know, check its accuracy. You know, you may give information, but you may do something, but you may not, you know, check over it, but, you know, before you kind of, you know, turn it in, or, you know, you're like, okay, I'm done, you know. You just may be very quick, you know, onto the next thing with your Mars and Sagittarius. Now you have Jupiter in Pisces, so when it comes to expansion and evolving, and understanding all types of humans, despite cultures, you know, creeds, skin tones, whatever, you're easily able to connect to all types of people because of your Jupiter in Pisces, right? Like Pisces is all about understanding people on a soul level, on a spiritual level, you know. So you are someone who easily sees through people's BS, and you see straight through the soul. Now you do have rising sign in Capricorn, so you have a way about you where you are very black or white with people. You're someone that people can depend on, you know, you're very trustworthy, but there's something about you where you're very sensitive as well with your moon in Libra. And while you are someone that likes to take care of people, you have an aspect of you where you like to be taken care of as well, right? You have Mercury in Pisces, so when it comes to your thoughts and your communication, you can be very sensitive to other people's thoughts and other people's communication, how they communicate with you. You're someone who easily reads between the lines, all right? You may not always be the most straightforward with your thoughts or with your true feelings, all right? Exactly, got to have balance, right, especially with that moon in Libra. Now, let's talk a little bit about love, because you have 5th house in Gemini, so you definitely need a mental connection when it comes to love, when it comes to romance. You also have 7th house in Cancer. So family is very important for you, especially a family person, a family man, whatever it is that, that you are attracted to. Overall, you're attracted to someone who's very sensitive and nurturing. All right. Now, you also have Uranus and Sagittarius. You're very friendly. You like to go out, or you may like to go out. You definitely like to talk. You like to relate to people as well. So you're someone who's very social. Once again, you're very friendly. Um, Ironically, your career could find you traveling over time. All right. Yes, she has a lot of energy, especially with all this Sagittarius energy. Now, Ty, you're a part of the Pluto and Scorpio generation, so remember, you're all about transforming and evolving. You're always changing, and you're always going through. With change, it can sometimes feel like death. With Pluto and Scorpio, and you're very sensitive to change on a global level. Because remember, Pluto is about the collective, society, things like that. um But overall, in a past life, you were very, you may have been a detective of some sort, actually. Like, you may have been someone who, I feel like you may have been a detective or something like that. Or I feel like you worked with bodies, human bodies. And, like, I don't know why I just see you being a man and, like, coming to the scene of a crime. And, like, you're trying to figure out what happened. But this is like way back in the day, like before there was like technology like to this caliber. Like, you had to use your brain to figure out what happened. You had to use your context clues, your critical thinking skills before critical thinking was a class, right? Like, you were really, really, that's a Scorpio energy. So I feel like in a past life you were actually a male. Yes, I think Ty is a really, really good judge of character. Ty, I met a lot of celebrities and people in the near future. Yes. Hi, Assad. Angel's a lawyer, maybe a doctor in the past. Yes, because I just feel like you worked with the human body as well on some level. Oh, wow. Do you feel good about that, Ty? You do have a manly way about yourself. Yeah, it's that masculine energy. Yes, I know you're a woman. Yeah, Siobhan, woman with Sag energy can come off a little manly. Yes. Well, with Sag, just about expansion. So, with boundaries and Sagittarius, sometimes Sagittarius can be very blunt with people. Yeah, exactly. I feel like a protector of the people. Exactly. Yes, you're a very blunt person because you have a lot of that Sagittarius energy in your chart. What house is my Mercury in? My Mercury is in... I don't know, actually. Tawanda, my Saggy sister loves saying things like "man up," but that Virgo moon and Cancer rising evens it out a little. Exactly. Hi, Nathaniel. How are you? Thank you, Isaiah, for saying you love the dreadlocks. Ty, I'm an empathic psychic. Yes, you are. Nathaniel, you're doing great. Thanks. How are you? I'm doing good. A little tired, but I'm good. It's like 1:30 a.m. here, but you know I'm a night owl, so. Yes, for those of you who want a reading, send a super chat donation or a PayPal donation. I'm like everyone friends when I meet them, but I'm just exactly that's that Capricorn rising. Yeah, I think you did something dark in your past life too. Yes, the North Node is about your life purpose in this lifetime. The South Node is about, you know, your past lifetime and the connection to, your karma from the past. Illuminati connection with me. Maybe I don't really know what the Illuminati is or like what to believe about it. I'm just assuming it's some type of secret society, and if that's the case, I would say yes, you have some type of connection to secret societies in your past. Oh wow. Okay, Aisha donated $3.99 for you to ask your question. So Isaiah, ask a question. Yes, Ty, you are an occultist. Yes, Ty did deal with dead people like a coroner. Exactly. Why do I have to learn about love and money? Because your North Node is in Taurus. So you're here to learn about love, your relationship to money, your relationship to love, your relationship to yourself, and your relationship with other people. That's your focus in this lifetime. I don't believe in ghost stuff. Oh, okay. So what question do you have, Isaiah, about yourself? Because Aisha paid for for you to ask a question. So it doesn't have to be about ghost stuff. Hey, Christian. Das Bay. So you decided to join me on live. Yeah, I was texting you on Instagram. But I'm glad you're here. Everyone, welcome Christian to the room. Ty, I was destined to marry a wealthy person in my near future. Yes, you were. Yes, you are. Actually, I'm sorry. Christian, we have to FaceTime or video chat later. Yes, we love each other in this room. Okay, so Isaiah wants to know more about Capricorns. Is what is going to happen to us Capricorns in 2020? Yes, Christian. I got the psychic gift when I was 7 years old. Interesting. Oh, who's here, Ty? Yes, Christian. Christian, what's your North Node in? Do you know what your North Node is in? We're talking about the North Node and past lives, and we've actually talked about past lives together. All right. Libra friends. Oh, interesting. Actually, Christian was not the Libra friend I was talking about, but I think Christian does have Libra in his chart. I think Christian's Venus in Libra, right? I'm sorry for spilling all your tea, Christian. Ooh, so Christian's the North Node in Virgo, which means his South Node is in Pisces. We talked about North Node in Virgo, South Node in Pisces. What do we say about that? Well, that definitely means in this lifetime, Christian, you're meant to, learn about like routine and creating a routine for yourself, being independent, you know. Okay, so but let me answer. Hold on, let me answer Isaiah's question. He wants to know more about Capricorns. What's going to happen to Capricorns in 2020? So I think for this, I'm actually just going to do a reading. All right, let's read what the cards have to say. Yeah, Christian has Venus in Libra. So Ty, you could be talking about Christian. We were talking about Libras earlier, Christian, and how Libras are like going through a lot currently. But that could definitely relate to you as well with your Venus in Libra. So let's see what's in store for Capricorns in 2020. Isaiah wants to know what's in store for Capricorns in 2020. Aisha paid for Isaiah, who is, what is their name? Who is Kyara W. He says he's on his sister's account on YouTube. So what's going to happen for Capricorns in 2020? Right, Christian, exactly. Changes in like relationships and stuff like that. Okay, so what's in store for Capricorns in 2020? Well, a lot of us are learning about strength. I'm a Capricorn sun. So a lot of us are learning our own strength. All right. A lot of us have gone through lessons of strength, realizing our strength and realizing just how strong we actually are. Ty says Capricorns in 2020. I see that some of you might get married and have kids. I see business growth in Capricorn. Some of you might become savior and hero for someone in need. Ooh. Right, Christian, exactly, with your Venus. Lots of Capricorns are going through transformations or will be going through transformations, from now until 2020. Or it could be that 2020 is like a big year of transformation for Capricorn. All right. Love, so Ty could be right. Love is in the air for Capricorns in 2020. Ow, ow, ow. Love is in the air, Capricorns. Are you guys ready? Let's see if you're ready. You may not be ready, though. Are you ready for love right now? Are you ready to commit to something meaningful? Or is there some more work that needs to be done? Is there more healing? Or could you heal through this relationship that could be coming to you? Nathaniel says, are you ready for love, Lamarr? I'm ready. I think I'm ready. I'm ready for love. I'm ready for love. Exactly, because you're a Capricorn. Yes, Lo, she ready. Exactly, Aisha. Love is in the air for Capricorns in 2020. Now, this can also mean people from the past coming back. So be careful with that, Capricorns, as well. People from the past coming back. Or it can be themes or feeling nostalgic about the past. But there's love, there's focus on family. There's a lot of focus on not just you, Capricorn, but you and others. You and family. You and creating a family. All right? Love is coming, y'all. This was a good question, Isaiah. All I'm getting is love cards. Two of coins. Boo, no old boos allowed. Exactly. Now, there is a theme of like, okay, what does love mean for me in my money, in my career? Does my career and my money now become this person's? Does this person now have access to my money, my career in some way? So there you will have some tug and pull between, what does this commitment mean for me? What does love mean for me? But I see some of you moving. Some of you may be moving for love, moving for career as well. Because the Lover's card can denote career. Basically making decisions from your heart. But I feel love, a lot of love in these cards, relationships. Okay. 2020 is a big year of change for Capricorns. Lots of changes and maturity, growing up. All right. That's what I'm seeing for us Capricorns in 2020. Building foundations of stability. Yes, Christian, your best friends are Capricorns. Exactly. A lot of us are manifesting changes. All right. And putting our foot down in situations where we feel like we're not being treated how we feel we need to be treated. We're not getting what we deserve. So changes is coming for Capricorns in 2020, honey. I am excited. Your Emperor is coming, though, Siobhan. Exactly. Siobhan's Emperor is coming. Lamarr looks like a cool version of Bob Marley. That's interesting. I've never heard that before, but thank you. Ty Williams says buy lottery tickets for everyone in November, especially Capricorn. Some Capricorn will win a lot of money by gambling. Y'all are making me want to go buy a lottery ticket. Don't tell anyone you win money by gambling. Keep your secret about your winning money to yourself in November. Okay, I'm gonna play. It's interesting because I don't usually play cards or play the lottery. That's not my thing, but I think I will this month. I'm gonna take a chance because I've had more than one person tell me that. Yes, buy the tickets, y'all. Isaiah, I almost got in love with a Capricorn girl. I got to say she was cute. Everyone's cute. Okay, Isaiah. Isaiah is very well versed in I don't know. He seems much smarter than an 11-year-old. But maybe we are just a bunch of smart people. I don't know. My Capricorn cousin does win at the lottery. Interesting. Yes, that was a good question, Isaiah. Yeah, I need to buy a ticket. That was a good reading for Caps, right, David? Yes, Christian, I know I need to go for it. I think I'm going to buy a ticket. Christian, I'm excited for you because you just got a new job. I can't wait to hear how it all went out. That happened really fast, actually. So congrats. I don't even play, right? I don't even play either, Siobhan, but Ty has got me like, okay, I need to go get a ticket. And I'm a Libra moon, so I can already see myself at the counter like, okay, Which one should I choose? Taking like 10 minutes. Yes, congrats, Christian. Yes, that was a good reading, right, Siobhan? Ade says, why is Isaiah up this late? That's what I'm trying to figure out. You're welcome, Isaiah. Ty, here's my secret of winning the lottery, of winning money. Get a white candle and bayberry herb with drawing money oil. Interesting. Okay. White candle with bayberry herb and drawing money oil. Interesting. Okay. Ty's really got me thinking. Thanks for Donish Capricorn. You're welcome, Matt. Yes, Christian. A screenshotting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna write that down too. That's a good idea. So Ty said a white candle, bayberry herb, and money drawing oil for the lotto. Write on a white candle, say your name and birthday. Wrote name and birthday. Wrote money come to me when I seek my chance of winning the lottery. Money come to me when I seek my chance of winning the lottery. Yes. Let's talk about Venus and Scorpio compatibility. What do you want to know about Venus and Scorpio compatibility? Question. Yes, positive vibrations, Isha. Venus and Scorpios value like a deep love, a deep bond, a deep connection. So they are very attracted to water sign energy. Exactly. Venus and Scorpio has to vet people out. I'm a Venus and Scorpio, so I vet, like I really, and you know I'm a Capricorn sun, so I really vet. Like, I have to really make sure before I commit to you. But Venus and Scorpio can also be possessive as well. 4-4, we're like a family. Exactly. We are like a family in here. Venus and Scorpio can be compatible with Venus in Earth signs. I actually feel like sometimes Venus and Scorpio in certain instances can be compatible with the Libra energy. But it has to be a good mix of Libra energy. But Venus and Scorpio mainly goes well with water and earth. And actually can go well with fire too. And I would say out of the earth signs, out of all the air signs, it would have to be Libra that would most easily be able to mesh well with. But as Siobhan said, it depends on the chart as well. So Are you talking to someone with a Venus in Scorpio, Christian? I do think Venus in Scorpio and Venus in Cancer would work well as well, Nathaniel. Oh, what did Isaiah say? I go to the school called New Civilian, and my teacher said I have a B for my writing grade. So we don't have school. I have a 3-day off of school. Yeah, okay. So that's why he's up. Okay, you have no school. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, Christian, you have Moon in Scorpio and you have Cancer rising, so you have a lot of water energy. So you may attract a lot of Venus and Scorpios to you. Obviously, I'm a Venus and Scorpio, right? Especially with your Moon in Scorpio, because you're naturally someone who's like really, really deep. Like we love that. Venus in Scorpio is highly attracted to Moon in Scorpios and Scorpio risings. Siobhan says Venus in Scorpio gets better with age and maturity, too intense when young. Very, very much so. Very, very true. Very true. I do find that I'm getting better at controlling my intensity as I get older. Yes, Christian, exactly. David, I have a lot of fire and water in my chart. Interesting. A lot of passion there. So I'd be wanting to know people's birth info so I can look up their charts. Yes. Lamarr, can you guess what my moon is in? You're very inquisitive, so I feel like it has to be in either an air sign or a fire sign. Is it Gemini? Or Sag? Eric, your Venus in Cancer. Interesting. So you're attracted to water sign energy as well, Eric. Well, Isaiah, just because you're Capricorn doesn't mean your moon's in an earth sign. Remember, the moon depends on the time and place you were born. Christian, I love Virgo Venus too. Yes, that's because you're Virgo sun though. So that makes sense. You like a really steady love, like a really someone who's consistent, but you also really like affection too, Moon and Leo attention, exactly. Okay, so you're a moon in Leo, Nathaniel. Yeah, I had a feeling it was like either fire or air. Because you're very inquisitive, and the fire signs and air signs tend to be very, very inquisitive about others. Day, I don't know yet. I'm only 16. I attract so many young people. Like it's crazy. We have a 16-year-old in here and an 11-year-old. But I'm glad you guys are here. Fire and air signs love that tea. Exactly. Hi, Didi. For those of you who are just now joining the chat, remember that I'm doing live readings. Hey, knowledge of self. Right. I'm old enough to be your mother. Siobhan, that's being a Cap, Lamarr, Saturn. That makes sense. Like the father energy, the teacher. Oh, I get it. It's funny because I feel like I would be like a good teacher. Like I can see myself teaching children and kids and being like the teacher that the kids would actually love, like going to my class because they know I would just act a fool, you know, but in the best way. My chart is crazy. Yes, David. I know, Magdalena. Siobhan, attracting young and old is so cap. I know, right? Exactly. Yes, Christian. Yes, Libras are air sign. YouTube troll. This live chat is about YouTube troll. The North Node and the South Node in astrology, past lives, and our current life. All right, our current life purpose. So you would be a good teacher, Lamarr. Yes, I think I would. Magdalena, yes, you have that patient, calming voice. Yes. Except maybe for Lamarr, he's too young to be my father, maybe a sibling. Yeah, probably. Because if I were your father, that means I would have had you when I was 11. That's crazy. Siobhan. That is crazy. David, I'm attracted to older guys. Yeah, I'm attracted to older guys too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm attracted to younger guys as well, but not like 16 or 11. Nah, no shade. Right. Mature ones, exactly, Magdalena. Not that you guys aren't mature, Nathaniel and Isaiah. Exactly, that's jailbait. Thank you, Tawanda. Yes. Right. No, it is abuse if they're too young. In the court of law, it is. Mhm. I like my men old and decrepit. Oh, Jesus, knowledge of self. Y'all are lit. Okay, Aisha says, good night, y'all. Thank you for the readings as well, Lamarr. Get some R&R, y'all. Peace and love. Yes, good night, Aisha. I would be a good singer. Thank you. Oh, knowledge is hilarious. Yes. Okay, so you guys like older guys. I'm in between. I like older and younger. But for some reason, like, I feel like I fit better with younger guys in the long term. Yes, I'm gay. Shalita, I heard some of your music too, Lamarr. Did you? How did you like it? Yeah, I like older guys, not too old though. Like at this stage, I'm not looking for a sugar daddy. I don't need a sugar daddy at this point. Although it would be nice to be taken care of, right? Yes, I like to feel protected and loved. Exactly. Exactly. Siobhan says, I like legal. Exactly. Me too. Thank you. Tawanda, since I'm 39, I have a 50-year-old cat, maybe up to 55 if they're young. Yeah, that's not that old, 50 or 55, to be honest. Lamarr, are you a musician? I am. So I produce music, I write, I sing. I have a couple mixtapes on my YouTube channel that you can check out. I just recently dropped a new one like a month ago called Out of the Closet. Shirlita, I love it. I was so shocked that you were into music too. So talented. Thank you. Yeah, I've been making music for a couple years now. Well, Isaiah Water is actually good for spirit. You know, spirits love when you leave water by your bed, so that's actually a good thing. Isaiah's very wise for his age. Very wise. Like you're doing things and not even realizing what you're really doing. Hey, Love and Light. I'm into techno music. I love techno music, but I love all genres of music. I love jazz. I love, Bollywood music, classical music, hip hop. Where's Ty? Ty, the Libra actually liked my message on Instagram, which means he's going to message me soon. So that Libra is contacting me. But it's funny that Christian's also here too. Who also, but I think Christian's doing pretty well in his life, I think. Just wait till he reaches his 20s or 30s if he's wise at this age. Who? I love pop music, dance music. Me too. One of the best concerts I have been to in my life ever, and I've been to a lot of concerts. I've seen Beyonce, I've seen Jay-Z live, I've seen Mary J. Blige live numerous times. I've seen Lana Del Rey live. I've seen freaking Paul McCartney live, you guys. Like, but I have to say the best concert I've ever been to was Lady Gaga in 2014 at the Art Pop Art Rave tour. She really knows how to put on like a good show. So I don't know, when Nathaniel mentioned pop music, I was like, oh. Do I like the band The Internet? Hmm. I feel like I've heard of them, but I'm not really like familiar with them. Did I see A Star Is Born? Yeah, I have not seen it yet, but I wanna watch it. I wanna watch A Star Is Born though. You're not that much of a fan of Lady Gaga? She's not everyone's cup of tea. I also love Britney Spears. Thank you, Pratita. You keep asking for a reading, but I've already said you can send a donation to my PayPal or maybe ask someone else to donate for you. But you also seem like you're trolling a little bit, so I'm like trying to ignore you. DD, hey Lamarr, is there a way to contain my Scorpios? You have Scorpio rising, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, and South Node. Well, I mean, you're going through a lot right now with all the Scorpio energy, in the sky. So it's all about kind of going with the flow right now, like just getting through the energies. Yeah, I listened to some of the music from The Stars Born. Yeah, I love Britney. I love Blackout and Glory. Glory was really good. I also love Circus. I've not seen the movie Venom. Yes, we love Britney and Gaga. Yes, Lady Gaga makes really catchy music. Hi, Ashley. I have so many messages I need to answer. I loved your reading on Michael Jackson. Thank you. I actually want to do a reading next on Whitney Houston. I think you did a birth chart on him. Yeah, I did a birth chart reading on Michael Jackson and a psychic tarot reading as well. So I think next I'm going to do Whitney, but I just don't know when. I'm trying to feel it out. Because I've had a lot of people ask me to do a reading on Whitney. Yes, Whitney is a textbook Leo. Yes, very much so. Very feisty and spicy. But we loved it. I loved it, at least. I always found her to be hilarious, and I loved her personality. Like, Whitney was a legend, despite, what she went through in her personal life, she was legend, honey. Happy birthday, Ashley. Yes, exactly, Tawanda. That explains why she likes so much attention. Hallie Delmy. Hi, do you do pick a card readings? I don't. I'm sorry. Yellow looks good on you. Thank you. It's Oshun. I was just feeling Oshun today for some reason. Oshun is an Orisha, an African Orisha associated with love and the color yellow. By the way. Okay, guys, I'm getting tired and sleepy, and it is 2:00. So if you guys don't have any more questions, we're going to end this live. I've had a lot of fun. All right, I hope you guys had fun, and I hope you guys got some insight and clarity. Yes, Magdalena, I need to get my Z's. Exactly. Yes. You guys have a good night. Yes, love you guys. Thank you for your lives. Thank you guys for joining me. Yes, Tawanda, this was fun. And we will do it again tomorrow, hopefully earlier. I'm sorry that I came on a little bit later. Yes, Nathaniel, see you tomorrow. But tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow hopefully we'll have more fun to play, to kiki, and all those types of things, okay? So I love you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day, your night. If you're watching this video after the live, after the fact, make sure you like this video, share with your friends and family, subscribe, and if you want your own personal reading, contact me on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, all right? I am free and available this weekend, and thereafter, all right? So, and remember, you schedule your own reading. You just pay, and then, depending on the reading, we can schedule it together, or, just send me your questions and I'll get it done. All right. Yes, like the video. Love you guys. Okay. Yes, I'm making a video tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, Isaiah. All right. I don't know if you have school. I guess not. It'll be Friday. But shout out to all the high schoolers on my lives. All right. Y'all are like OGs. All right. So yes, get a 2019 reading soon, David. Okay. I love you guys. Love and light. And have a good Friday. All right. Have a good Friday. All right. Love you guys. Remember, Friday's Venus too. All right. Good day for love.